It appears that American consumers from coast to coast and border to border are waking up to the reality that Donald Trump's proposed economic plans, specifically his tariffs and his mass deportation plan, which is not necessarily an immigration plan, it is going to impact the overall economy, so it's an economic plan. But consumers have woken up to the fact that these plans are not only going to raise prices on everything just in general, they're also going to make inflation so much worse. In fact, the University of Michigan, who has been tracking consumer confidence in the economy every month for decades now, has reported since the election that consumers are now predicting price increases of roughly 2.8% by this time next year alone. So, what's happening right now is very weird. And what's happening threatens global supply chains that are already strained. Because according to new information, consumer spending indexes and whatnot, American consumers right now are making massive purchases. Spending is up. Even though people, have said, I'm worried about my financial situation, I don't have money, spending has gone way up since the election. And it's not because people suddenly got money. It's because they're realizing, as bad as prices may be now, they're going to be so much worse a year from now and beyond that I need to make big ticket purchase items today. That includes things like refrigerators, washer dryers, which, by the way, I've encouraged people, if you need one and you have the cash, do it now. And, I'm not taking credit for this. I'm just saying this was predictable. Refrigerators, washer dryers, computers, electronics, automobiles, big items that cost a lot of money that, of course, are going to be the hardest hit when the tariffs, the deportations, all of that take place. Consumers are buying and stocking up on certain non-perishable grocery items. As a result of this, corporations, the places where you buy your stuff from, they are also going out of their way to stockpile items that they believe will be hit the hardest when the tariffs are put in place. So, yeah, we've got 100 refrigerators in the back. You know what? Let's order 1,000 more. Let's put them in the warehouses. Let's get these big ticket items here now before Trump puts the tariffs in place, possibly as soon as a month from now. So, corporations are now stockpiling goods so that there's actually things people can still afford to buy. But let's be honest, they're going to raise the prices on those anyway. So let's not pretend that we're trying to help us. No, they're not. They're trying to help their bottom line, and they're still going to end up screwing us on the prices. But in turn, what's happening now, because consumers are buying like crazy, not just in the US, by the way, this is happening around the globe because Trump's impact will be global. Consumers are buying more. Companies are stockpiling more. So what's happened now? Now, according to a report from Bloomberg, we are seeing global supply chain shortages due to this stockpiling by both regular consumers and the corporations. And what does a shortage in the supply chain do, folks? It raises prices and inflation. So the fears of increased inflation are now going to cause more inflation before Trump can get in and cause even more inflation. And look, I'm not going to fault consumers for this. This is what they need to do because things will get worse. Unfortunately, in economics, there is often a downside to every upside. There is a consequence for every action, and this is the consequence. So Trump's going to make things worse. People know that. But unfortunately, the reaction to that, the preventative measures, are also making things worse. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.